Welcome to Subconsciously Taken, fool.
Hello, how you doing? I hope everybody's doing good and hope your family's doing as well. You know, Halloween's coming up. It's funny how the mind can be manipulated, or you could say subconsciously taken by fear. The noises you hear in a dark room, in a dark house, things you start to think you believe in, and a lot of times it's stuff you can't explain. I know I had a few things happen to me when I was growing up. I'll say that in another video. But I know that when you have fear, it can scare you a lot more than you think. You start to believe in something that's not there. Are ghosts real? I don't know. But I think too that everything in this world that dies, it's got to go somewheres. They say once you're dead, you're dead. But the way I think is if we all have a spiritual being inside, it's got to go somewheres. It's got to be here in this world. It can't leave nowhere. I mean, it's got to be somewheres. That's what I think. I might be crazy, but I don't know, man. But a lot of times when we go to haunted places that we think is haunted, and I'm not saying that things won't happen, but there's a lot of factors that you got to think about. The temperature outside, the temperature inside. Heat expands, cold shrinks, and I know that's a fact. And the reason I'm saying, because I used to work for this place that we had to put a bearing in a tight spot. No one knew how to do it except this one man, that he was real smart. He told them, throw it in the freezer, the bearing, throw it in the freezer. And they left it for a couple of days. Then he says, okay, he heated up the ring where it fits. And sure enough, he goes, okay, bring it over here. He brought it in there. That thing just slapped right on in. It's funny how heat expands and cold shrinks. And man, it worked. It really worked. I mean, it was a small bit that it needed for it to fall in there. But as soon as he heated it up, it dropped right in there. It's the same way when you have your doors in your house. Certain time of the year, they get tight to where you can't close them. You got to push them. Then there's other times that it works fine, like nothing. But it's got to do with the temperature outside. You know, it affects the house inside the house. I mean, it's just things to think about. A lot of times when we go in these haunted places, we can step on a board here and it'll make a noise maybe 12 feet away from you. And then when you walk, you think somebody's walking behind you. But it's just things to think about. I'm not saying there's no ghost. All I'm saying is you got to investigate to find out if it's what you think it is. You know, sometimes you have branches scraping up against the windows on the outside because of the wind, and that makes creepy noises in a dark place. You know, but I mean, I had some things that happened to me that I can't explain, and I don't know. I think that our spirits that we have inside, what keeps us alive, well, what's living inside of us, put it that way, it has to go somewhere. I don't think it just dies out. You know, I mean, those are my thoughts. You know, but as far as the doors when you close them, and you know the heat and cold, you know, that's a lot of stuff that really it's just knowledge, knowing stuff like that. You know, like I say, outside branches could be scraping against the wall, and you hear noises. Even around your own house, if you hear noises coming from outside, look around your bushes and see if your bushes ain't rubbing up against the house. You know, that way you can just trim them. It won't be making that racket. You know, and then a lot of times you'll hear stuff up in the attic, but a lot of times it could be raccoons. It can be some kind of animal up there. I'm not saying it won't scare you, but it will. And to me, the way I deal with fear, everybody gets scared some way or another. But the way I deal with fear is I turn it into anger, and I'll make myself go find out what it is. You know, there'd be times at night when I would hear noises. I grab my Bowie knife, go outside, walk around. You know, and I'm crippled. I mean, you know, I gotta walk with a cane. You know, but that doesn't mean I can't use a knife or something else. But anyway, it's just something to think about. You know, when you talk about haunted places, you know, like I said, Halloween's just around the corner, and I'm gonna probably make a video on things that happened to me when I was a kid, and even when I was a teenager, and it's tripped out. It really is. But anyway, I just thought I'd talk about that because I know Halloween's coming up, and I'm pretty sure, you know, people like going to haunted places. I know I do. We went to uh, a hospital one time, and we had it the whole night, and there was some questions about it. We didn't catch anything on video, but there was some things there. And what could it be? I don't know. But like I said, if you're afraid, turn it into anger, and you'll go check it out. You know, but don't let fear keep you away from the truth. Think about that. All right, I rambled enough. Like I always say, we all create our own hell by the choices we make in life. Think about that. God loves you. Peace out.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all up to you. Bye bye and God bless.